Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. So guys, in this video we will have our discussion on a pressing issue which I'm seeing like a pattern in a lot of my consultations. Like why to go very far? Even I am a victim of that. So guys, what's happening is that just because ever since Rahu has entered into the Pisces sign, and which is in the original Kalpurush Kundli, the zodiac sign which represents expenses, and there is no debate on this that Rahu in the water signs or Rahu in the Pisces is not considered as a very dignified placement of Rahu. So a lot many people have been complaining about that suddenly their expenses have skyrocketed, and over and above that, because in the original Kalpurush Kundli zodiac sign of the wealth, of the money, of the finances, which is the Taurus sign. So Jupiter has been transiting in the Taurus sign, but just because Jupiter has also been in a retrograde motion, it is going to be becoming direct on Feb 4th only. So because of which this whole turmoil of the planets and all, lot many people have been asking me, like there have been a sudden rise in the consultation. I'm very grateful to God, and over there people have been majorly asking about that, how this like next year when Saturn is going to be changing sign, Rahu, Ketu, Jupiter, this whole transition, how it is going to be impacting their finances. So I just thought that we can have a exclusive video over where we will be only focusing on that what exactly you are going to be losing out and what exactly you're going to be gaining, and which area of your life is going to be getting solidified. Because guys, whenever we talk about from the Saturn and Rahu's point of view, you know this thing that Saturn is a very slow moving planet. Wheresoever it transit in your chart, somehow it lays foundation to something which is going to be cherished and nurtured for so many years to come. It's not like that something moon or like Mercury which you gain and you lose. There's a high possibility that whatever you gain from Saturn, we maintain it, we retain it. And when we talk about Rahu, we know this thing that Rahu represents that part of our consciousness over where we do not have any idea about it, but it is somehow like a destiny's promise in our life, which is going to get manifested for sure. So okay guys, we are going to have our discussion on that based on all the rising sign. And before that, just a quick business promotion time. So if you like want to get an idea that how this new year's vibration is going to be influencing you, this whole planetary shift, and matching it with your dasha and your chart, so please go to the description section of this video, book your reading. If you like, I will be coming to Los Angeles. I'm going to be there from January 14th till 16th. I still have few slots left for the January 14th and for 16th. So if you are interested in getting your in-person reading done, if you're already based in LA, please write an email to me, and I will be starting a Panchang course from January 18th. If you are interested in that, please write an email to me. It will actually give you a strong foundation on all the basic verticals of the moon, like you know your Tithi, Var, Yog, Karan, Nakshatra. If you only know about your like just the moon nakshatra, that does not suffice. You have to see the resonance of all the vertical of the Panchang. It's not like that. Sometimes I see people, imagine if you're gonna be making a dish where you just gonna use the sauce from one cuisine, you're gonna use the dipping from one cuisine, you're gonna use the base from one cuisine, so it's gonna be all mess. So if you are following Vedic astrology, follow the whole Panchang. So okay guys, now after that, now let's just start our discussion. So like the way I was saying this thing that Rahu's placement in the Pisces has been a trend. See, that is a different case. If in your case it is going to be influencing specific houses of your finances, like the way, for example, second house is very important house, 11th house is very important, 12th house in itself is a house of expenses, 7th house is very important house for daily flow of the income if you are in a business, 6th house is actually the house of the debt. So any so way, whichever house in our natal chart has something to do with the either income or with expenses, with profits or with losses, if that is getting applicable in your case, then you are somehow coming into the radar or range of the fury of the planets. So okay guys, now we will shift our discussion customized to all the rising sign. And now over here I will be just briefly touching that in terms of your financial portfolio, how this whole shift of the planets is going to be influencing you. So guys, when we talk about from the Aries Lagna natives point of view, so guys, beyond any doubt, I'm very much sure, and I can even take my own case as well. I do not know, without even I feel that beyond my control, expenses have suddenly gone very high, and all of that is happening because the way Rahu is acting out and working out in the 12th house. So now guys, what is going to be happening for the Aries Lagna native is that when Rahu will move to your 11th house, it will open up the doors of many new financial ventures for you. And again guys, when we talk about Rahu, it might be connected to something for which you do not have any idea or awareness right now. So let's say for example, if if after 5 months I start selling insurance policy in my videos, do not be surprised. I'm just joking. So I mean to say, Rahu's placement in the 11th house. So whatsoever creative way Rahu has been coming out to burn a hole in your pocket from past like couple of months, now the same mischievousness or the creativity of the Rahu is now gonna be working in the direction of giving you money, adding income to you. And second thing is that guys, there's a high possibility that whatever damage Rahu has done like in the past couple of months, once Saturn is going to be entering in your 12th house, it is going to be working on the damage control over there. We know this thing that Saturn is a very frugal planet. It represents and it believes in conserving things, preserving things, and thinking in the lines of the long-term investment and all. So in this regard, Saturn's placement in the 12th house of yours, and even its third aspect to your second house of income and finances is going to be a saving grace. So guys, if I were to say, with this whole energy and this because from over here Jupiter is also going to be moving to your third house, and the dual aspect of the planet Jupiter and Saturn in the year 2025 is going to be influencing the matters of your 9th house. So that means luck is gonna be supporting you. Rahu is going to be opening up new financial ventures for you. Saturn is going to be reducing the extent of the expenses and the losses, and it is going to encourage you for conserving or being encouraged more for on some investment on the assets, fixed asset and all. So regarding that front, this whole shift which is gonna be happening, it is going to be exceptionally beneficial for the Aries Lagna. Now guys, when we talk about for the Taurus Lagna natives, so you would have understood so far that the whole discussion in this video is connected with what we will gain from the Rahu in 2025 with its next move, and wheresoever Saturn is going to be doing the damage control for us once it will move to the Pisces sign on March 29th. So guys, first of all, you have to remember this thing that for the Taurus Lagna natives, both Rahu and Saturn are good planets for you. So that means whatever they will be doing, there is going to be an intent for something good in store for you. Second thing is that, see guys, when we talk about as per the house theory, in the 11th house, Rahu is considered as very good. Like it is one of the Kama house. It is one of the highest of the Upachya bhav. So Rahu in the 11th house is considered as good. But just because Rahu was in the Pisces sign. So let's say for example, if you have been a victim of those kind of situation where Rahu kept on showing you and building up that hope for some venture where you were working, or they were like those kind of people in your circle of influence who were consistently giving you a hope of something and things were not taking a positive turn. So in those cases, once Rahu is going to leave your 11th house and once Saturn is going to come over there, you will definitely find some sort of a consistency, some sort of stable productive outcome in the matters of your income. Second thing is that guys, because Rahu is going to be entering in your 10th house, so especially in terms of the career related opportunities, and over here guys, you might get a chance to work on all those kind of projects regarding which you do not have any idea, as if by now, like right now in January when we are talking, when you're listening to this video, and if you will make a comparison once you will be in the month of the June, that okay, how things are now taking a turn for you. So the kind of people you are working, the kind of projects you are working, the kind of bosses now you are reporting and all, so all of that is going to have a complete fresh vibe, a very fresh air. And over here guys, because when we talk about Rahu in the Aquarius, it has got more to do with learning new things as well, being open to new and immense possibilities as well. So now that is how it is going to be working out for you. So guys, if I were to say in this whole swap of the energy of the Rahu and Saturn, one thing is for sure that you are gonna experience a boost in the matters of your career related opportunities. Because let's say for example, if Rahu would have if Saturn would have kept you tied up and it made you just work hard and you were not getting that visibility and opportunity and recognition, accolades for all the sacrifices, all the hard work which you have been putting up, so suddenly there's going to be a kind of energy where everyone is talking about you. Now your work is being acknowledged, it is being appreciated. So that is how it is going to be working out. And guys, the good part is that all of those kind of trickeries and mischiefs and false promises and hope where you kept on working hard and you were not seeing any development, once Saturn is going to come over there, at least it will show you the reality that all those kind of dreams and hopes and desires of yours which you have been chasing, like a person in a like desert, it's like chasing a mirage or something. If Rahu would have created that illusion, so now you will be able to see the reality of that because Saturn is going to come over there. So yes guys, this is how I'm seeing this swap of the Rahu and Saturn working out for the Taurus Lagna natives. Now guys, when we talk about from the Gemini Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, if you will pay attention, again, for you as well, both Saturn and Rahu are favorable planet for you. Now, Rahu was transiting in your 10th house. Rahu's transit in the Pisces is not considered as a very good energy. Rahu in the 10th house beyond doubt is considered as very good, but Rahu in the Pisces, a lot many times it has been seen that people get accused of things which they have not done. They become a victim of the office politics and something like that. They get embroiled in some sort of politics and something. So there's a high possibility of that. And let's say for example, in whichever way you have been thinking about or visualizing your growth, you might have been facing the setbacks. But now guys, the good thing is that once Saturn is going to come over there in your 10th house, again guys, Saturn's transit from the 10th house is not considered as that conducive and favorable in terms of reaping the reward. But let's say for example, if you're out there willing to work hard, you are just looking out for the opportunities, platform, being signed up, and you're willing to put everything at stake. You're willing to sacrifice whatever it takes in order to be out there on the line. So Saturn is going to be creating all those kind of energies for you. So let's say for example, if at your work front you have been a victim of where everyone is procrastinating things, giving you the false hope, false promises, you're not seeing actual development, and let's say for example you have been a victim where your name has been entangled into any controversy, people have used you or used your name for their own advantage and all. So Saturn is going to be breaking the illusion over there and bringing out the reality out there in the world. So regarding that front, this could be seen as good. And again guys, Rahu's entry in your 9th house, see, this whole alignment was in this way that Saturn in the 9th house would have slowed down the prospects of the luck. It might have slowed down your experiences of the learning as well. We know this thing that Saturn has got a different way of teaching us. It's like that karate kid, Mr. Miyagi, Mr. Miyagi, something like that. So I mean to say, now Rahu is gonna come over there. So Rahu has a different way of giving us life experiences, more travels, meeting very cosmopolitan kind of people. You're not gonna find a typical guru in a saffron robe or something. You might find someone who's more modern than you, and he's more knowledgeable, more elevated than you. So it might be a case that he might be, that person might be look like, you know, more modern and savvy, but his consciousness is right now on a very higher chakra. So that kind of people you are gonna attract. So yes guys, this is how this whole energy and alignment and swap of Rahu and Saturn is going to be working out for you. But one thing is for sure, that whatever damage Rahu would have done so far in your 10th house in terms of your public image and all, Saturn is gonna, you know, clear things for you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Cancer Lagna natives point of view, so guys, for the Cancer natives, if you will pay attention over here, see both Rahu and Saturn, they are not considered as and seen as a very good planets for you. Second thing is that Rahu's placement in the Pisces is not considered as very good. Rahu's placement in the 9th house is also very much disputed, and it is also very controversial. So I mean to say, let's say for example, if you have been misled by teachers, by guides, or this could be a case that luck actually played hide and seek for you. Again guys, I always say this thing, 9th house is the most important house. Like, all the trine houses are important, ascendant is important because it represents us, but how our life force works over there, like for finding success in every area department of your life after your ascendant, unless and until luck is not supporting you, divinity is not supporting you, nature is not allowing that, it will not happen. And there are like those cases, like sometimes it becomes very difficult to find out answer. You do not even make that much money, how you were able to build a house? You were not even following and chasing that, how come that girl agreed to you marriage proposal and you got married to her? So many things are unanswerable, but somehow it's the 9th house which is through us. It is the energy of that higher power which is working through us, and that is the 9th house. So I mean to say guys, 9th house Rahu would have done a lot of the damage, I'm sure, and confusion, illusion, wrong teachings, and being misled, being misguided, luck playing hide and seek, things not happening, functioning at the right time. Again guys, I want to make it very clear, I'm not against Rahu in the 9th house. I'm saying Rahu in the 9th, but in the Pisces is a major area of concern. We know this thing that Rahu does not have a physical body. Especially for Rahu, the zodiac sign becomes more important because that is gonna decide Rahu's intent. Never ever forget this thing that ultimately, eventually, Rahu is like a miscreant. Rahu is like a devil's head, like the head of the Swarbhanu. I mean to say, so even in any house, it can function well as long as it is in a harmonious, controlled zodiac sign vibration and energy. So I mean to say guys, whatever would have been your situation so far, now Saturn is going to be coming over there. So you will definitely find kind of a relief, sigh of relief, that if let's say for example, your experiences in the matters of the guidance has been so far very sketchy, very skewed and all. So now Saturn is going to do the damage control in the form of some sort of very realistic and practical kind of teachings which you actually need right now in your life. Like the way guys, we say this thing that, see, even from growing up and all, whatever as a form of the learning and sanskaras from our parents, from teachers and everything, all of that is like some of those things actually come to our aid, come to our work. They build our character for sure, but not many things we use. But what we gain from the Saturn, we actually use it. It is a practical learning and teaching, which is like in today's dog eat dog society, we need that. So now Saturn is going to be coming over there, so it will solidify all those kind of things. So you will now find that luck is not gonna play hide and seek for you. Whatever is in your reach, and whatever kind of teaching and learning which your life needs right now, you will only attract those kind of things in your life. And second thing is that guys, Rahu is gonna come to the 8th house in the Aquarius. So yes, if you are like a scientific kind of person, you are looking answers for the matters of life and death. And again guys, it's the energy of the Rahu. So you are even ready to ascend towards things which looks very scary on the surface. I already mentioned the matters of life and death and spirits and everything. So Rahu is gonna open up all that doors for you. And again, if you are a very scientific minded person, you are in a research of something, or you are invested in a invention of something, so over there some sort of breakthrough is gonna be on the cards for like I would say for the Cancer natives. Now guys, when we talk about from the Leo Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, see, Rahu in the 8th house is always a energy of like a mischievous and a miscreant person. It's like a gun in the hand of a terrorist. We say this thing that had it been like a planet like Rahu in the Aquarius, in some of the Upachya Bhava, it is still considered as that energy is tamed. The energy of the Rahu might be used like in order to harm your enemies. But when we talk about self-affliction, mode of self-affliction, depression, and all those kind of habits and energy and toxicity, which is gonna do our own damage only. That is what the energy of Rahu in the Pisces in the 8th house is. So I mean to say, and let's say for example, just count your blessings if you have not picked any bad addiction or bad habit in the past like 1 year. So just count your blessings. So guys, coming to this point, so now what is going to be happening is that now the damage control is gonna be getting done in this way, that if you have been embroiled into any clandestine things, secretive things, bad investment, getting into collaboration and partnership, and being in a joint resources with people where you are now regretting your decision and all. So I would say this thing that once Rahu is gonna come to your 7th house and Saturn is gonna enter your 8th house, you will definitely find a stability over there. Guys, we say this thing that Saturn's transit from the 8th house is considered as good for the sadhana, for the meditation, for deep research, for all the yogis and all. It is considered as a very beneficial time. Like a lot many of the Leo Lagna natives might also get initiated into the fields of astrology, investment, or stock market trading. So all of that potential can be attached with the entry of Saturn in your 8th house. So I would say this thing that if Rahu would have created some sort of addiction, bad habits, and illusion for you, so now Saturn is gonna do the damage control with its entry in your 8th house. And now guys, Rahu is going to be coming to your 7th house. So we know this thing that, see, the only bias with this placement is that because Ketu is gonna be coming to your 1st house. So yes, there's going to be a lot of issues of the identity crisis, existential crisis, and it's gonna make you dependent on the house opposite to you. But the good thing is that because Rahu in the Aquarius is considered as very good, so you are gonna attract people who are going to be very scientific. They are going to be on the next level. When we say the futuristic, like the way I give this reference on a spiritual plane, what do we say this thing that, see, now right now you out of the ocean of the knowledgeable people out there in the YouTube, why you're watching me? Because your consciousness right now is getting aligned with me. Once you're gonna elevate to a next level, you will look for I will not call myself a teacher, but you will look for someone who's gonna be vibrating on your level. So I mean to say, there's a high possibility that with Rahu's entry in the 7th house, you will only be drifted towards, and only those people will enter in your life who are gonna be more futuristic, who's gonna be more elevating and reverberating on a higher chakra, on a higher consciousness, higher plane. So yes guys, and we say this thing that see, Rahu in the Aquarius in the 8th house has got more to do with making world a better place, people who are going to be very crusader kind of things, and yes, some sort of unusual kind of, you know, new age business opportunity, even in the matters of the relationship. So let's say for example, Saturn is a very dry energy. See, it is good for like people who are like courting for marriage or something. But let's say for example, you live in that culture, you live in that society and all, where you just want to hang out, you want to socialize, you want a partner, companion or something. So Saturn's transit from the 7th house is not considered as a very good energy. Now Rahu is gonna come over here. It is definitely gonna spice up your love life or the matters of the relationship as well. So yes guys, this is how this whole energy alignment of Rahu and Saturn and this swap is gonna be affecting you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Virgo Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, Rahu was transiting in your 7th house from the past 1 year, like being in the Pisces in the 7th house, which is not considered as a very good energy for a harmony in the matters of relationship. Even in the matters of the business and all, like a lot many people have been complaining that, you know, I see a trend, a pattern in the consultation as well, that, you know, we feel that our partner is cheating on us in our business and all, and even like running into people who are like very very esoteric, very mysterious, and not very rational and all. So that is how we can connect Rahu and the Pisces energy, which was working out in the matters of your seventh house. Like, let's say for example, if you have been deceived in the matters of relationship, you get to know about a secret or secret undertakings or like behavior of your partner lately. This could be a case because of the Rahu's transit in your seventh house in the Pisces. So now guys, what is going to be happening is that, see, again I will say the same thing, both Saturn and Rahu are good planets for you. Now Rahu is going to be coming to your sixth house, and Saturn is going to be entering in your seventh house. Even in the original Kalpurush Kundli, Saturn in the seventh house is connected with Libra, over where it attains exaltation. So that simply means that in the matters of your seventh house, let's say for example, even if in your dating life you have been attracting those kind of people who are not giving you any clear answer, or you are attracting people like, you know, a lot many times people say this thing to me, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be out there, but whenever I go on a dating thing, I just attract people with baggage, people with all sort of crisis and chaos going on in their personal life. Hey Nipun, I'm not a therapist, I want someone to better my life, then only I want to get into relationship, right? I do not want to add more problem, so why would I want to get into that? So that's what I'm saying. So a lot many people have been complaining about this as the outcome. Again guys, the job of an astrologer is always try to match whatever is going on in your dasha, in the transit, with the life events. Is there a pattern which you are seeing? Because that is going to give you this hint that in which capacity the planet is giving results. So let's say for example, if you have been attracting these kind of people in your life, so now once Saturn is gonna enter in your seventh house, you will find some sort of mature, responsible kind of people, that kind of energy in the matters of your business aspiration, even in your dating life. Now guys, when we talk about Rahu in the sixth house, oh my god, Rahu works very well whenever it is transiting from the sixth house, because sixth house has got all the adventure and challenges which Rahu loves. Rahu likes to deal with the challenging situation, daily thrill, daily adventure, and that is the only reason Rahu's placement from the sixth house is considered as very good. So let's say for example guys, if you have been facing that heat, that you know, Rahu's long stay in the seventh house embroiled you into some sort of wrong investment, engagement, alliance with the wrong set of people, and which also increased the prospects of your debt as well. So I would say that this whole shift or overlap is gonna put you in a position of advantage. So now what is going to be happening is that you're not gonna find any problem. You will keep on coming up with new ways of how to deal with the enemies, how to smooth your daily life, and like even if you have to face any competition, get any money arranged, you're gonna be able to do that. And Saturn's transit in the seventh house is a good sign of attracting a commitment and people who are also looking for stability in the matters of relationship in your life. Now guys, when we talk about from the Libra Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, as you can see this thing that like Rahu has been transiting in your sixth house. Again, both Rahu and Saturn are good planets for you. The only thing is that Rahu in the sixth house is also considered as good, but Rahu in the Pisces is not considered as very good. So let's say for example, if in the work front you would have been a victim of office politics, or people are not giving you credit, stealing your credit, or like doing and opting for any means to you know, we say this thing that with the water signs, it has got more to do with the psychological warfare at work front. So if you have been a victim of all those kind of, you know, assault, all those kind of, you know, politics and torture and all, so there's gonna be a relief over there once Rahu is gonna leave it. Again guys, see, one way to look at this whole alignment was that Saturn in its own Mool Trikona sign is considered as good, Rahu in the sixth house is considered as good, but over and again we have to also take into consideration the zodiac sign, and especially in the case of the Rahu, because what is happening right now is that not many people have been complaining with the way Saturn has been functioning right now. Lot many people are complaining only because of Rahu's stay in the Pisces. Like ever since Rahu has transited into the Pisces, we have been seeing that all of that what is happening in the world. Because even from the mundane astrology, Rahu Ketu plays a very important role, like conspiracy, espionage, and covert activities. All of that is Rahu. So not only in the global point of view, but even in our personal life as well. Like Saturn in the Pisces still will abide by the rules being set by the Guru, by the Jupiter in the Pisces. But Rahu does not, believe in any law, any rules, any regulation. And over and above that, it was creating a lot of challenges. What I have come across as a pattern in the life of the Libra Lagna at their work front. And there have been some wrong decision, miscalculated decision, which has also given a lot of debt in the past 1 year to the Libra natives as well. So now guys, what is going to be happening is that now Saturn is going to be entering in your 6th house. So again, Saturn's transit from the 6th house, that too in the Pisces, is a typical energy of working very hard, tireless hard work, but it also give result as well. And guys, the good thing is that Rahu is going to be transiting in your 5th house in the Aquarius 5th house, which straight away has an impact with our mind, with our intelligence, with our IQ, with the kind of thoughts which comes to our mind. So I would say this thing that for the Libra Lagna natives, there's gonna be a lot of damage control which this entry of the Saturn in your 6th house is gonna do. And Rahu is gonna open up your mind to lot many new things, new opportunities, new ways of investing your money, acquiring some new skill. All of those possibilities can be attached. And also guys, when we talk about in the matters of the love life as well, Saturn's transit from the 5th house a lot many times just dries up your love life as well. Now Rahu is gonna come over here, so be assured that you're gonna get lot many swipe and matches even in the dating apps, like if this is what you have been seeking for right now in your life. So even from the marriage, courtship, attraction, going out, meeting people, this is going to be a good overlap of the energy of the Saturn and the Rahu for you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Scorpio Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, if you will pay attention, Saturn is now going to be entering in your 5th house, and Rahu is going to be coming to your 4th house. So yes guys, we know this thing that Rahu's transit from the 5th house, that too in the Pisces, I'm very much sure that lot many Scorpio Lagna natives might have remained prone and vulnerable towards anxiety or some sort of sudden losses in the matters of their financial investment as well, like in the stock market and something. So you miscalculated a move, and because of which you incurred losses. Possibility of that was very strong. And we know this thing that your ascendant lord is also like in a kind of a state of affliction, so which is also solidifying and strengthening those possibilities as well. So I'm very much sure that if you have been a victim of those kind of things, so Saturn's entry in your 5th house is gonna be doing the damage control in your case for sure. And again guys, because lot many people also say this thing that Saturn's placement from the 4th house, it might be good in so many ways, like if you are in construction business, real estate business, if you are in a public domain or politics or public service and all. But when we say that deep inside your emotions, Saturn in a way, sometimes people complain that, okay, my domestic life is becoming very toxic, or like there's a lot of the fear which has been troubling me deep inside. I feel very anxious, I feel very fearful of being left behind, not being able to fulfill my promise to my family and all. So I'm sure that lot many people would have been experiencing that. But guys, the good part is that the damage control is gonna happen in this way, that Saturn's entry in your 5th house is gonna be compensating for all of that damage which Rahu might have done. And second thing is that Rahu is gonna be entering in your 4th house. So again guys, let's say for example, because what we generally say is that if in your 4th house there is any presence of the Rahu, Ketu, Saturn, so they paves the path towards taking us away from the birthplace. If you're trying for any opportunities in foreign land, it can open that. And let's say for example, Rahu's placement in the 4th house places the Ketu in the 10th house. So I would say this thing that if you have been contemplating any major changes at your career front as well, you're looking for any work from home opportunities and something, so this is gonna give you access to all of that. So regarding that front, this can be seen as a good shift. Now guys, when we talk about from the Sagittarius Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, as you can see that Rahu has been transiting from your 4th house, that too in the from the Pisces sign. So we know this thing that transit of Rahu in the water sign in the 4th house is never a very good news. We say this thing that, in Lal Kitab and so many books it has been written that it makes deep inside, it fills you with poison. Like you are feeling very anxious, and sometimes deep inside, like some sort of betrayal from people who are very close to you, some sort of losses. This could be a case that you were trying to make a deal in any of the land related deal, land related and property related investment, and it did not work out as per your anticipation. And again guys, I recently, when I went to Toronto and all, and recently I came across lot many of the clients in whose case they put their house on on renting thing and all, and they had major issues with the tenants. So this was also the case when Rahu was transiting like in this sort of alignment. So let's say for example, if you have been a victim of all these kind of situation over where people close to you have made you feel betrayed, you would have to let go people close to you because of the kind of betrayal or this kind of the emotional bitterness between each other. So now Saturn is gonna be doing the damage control once it will enter your fourth house. So again guys, and like the way I always say this thing, that Saturn's transit from the fourth house is considered as a good sign for laying foundation to something. Like for example, you want to reconstruct your house or do some renovation construction, that could be seen as conducive. And along with that guys, Rahu's transit in the third house is considered as very good. So let's say for example, if Saturn would have restricted your vision, your growth, your expansion in the past 2.5 years, so Rahu's entry in the third house is definitely gonna what do you call that, it's gonna open many doors of opportunities for you. So all those things which you were finding it inaccessible for you, you were not able to get everyone on board with your vision and all, so now you will find ease in getting work done. And along with that guys, for the influencers, creators, marketers, let's say for example, even your audience have been complaining of that, hey bro, you're not updating, you're not like adapting as per the industry standard, you're not coming up with something new which is very adventurous and something. So now Rahu and its entry in the third house is gonna completely revolutionize your maneuvers, your expression, your creativity, your performing arts. So yes guys, this is how it is going to be working out for you. So a lot of the change in your style, in your personality, in your behavior, people are gonna experience that. Now guys, when we talk about from the Capricorn Lagna natives point of view, so guys, in your case, Saturn becomes your ascendant lord. It is like strengthened in the second house, and Rahu in one of the Upachya Bhava in the third house is considered as strengthened. But guys, the only concern is that Rahu was in the Pisces, and Pisces Rahu is considered as little bit like over where you might find that people around you, your close friends, are not living up to their promise or the kind of hope which they have given to you, or even in terms of your self-expression, you have been embroiled into some sort of controversies and all. These days we keep on coming across that one slip of tongue happened and which actually stirred up some controversy. Like I still remember there was one, I guess, cricketer, I forgot which country he was from, and his English was not that good. We got to know after when he tweeted, and he tweeted with that selfie. So he wanted to say my brother from another mother, and he tweeted with millions of followers, my mother from another brother. So I mean to say that generally happens when your third house is like screwed up, either in the dasha or in the transit. So I mean to say, third house also tells about our close connection, anything, any contract, any lease which we sign. So like the way guys, I'm seeing this pattern, like lot many Capricorn Lagna actually told me this thing, that like we were betrayed by our close friends and some sort of issue which happened where you did not give much attention while signing up any contract, any paperwork or something, which actually snowballed into some major issue or something. So all of that could have been anticipated. So guys, now what is going to be happening is that, again, I will still say the same thing. Planets were in a perfect alignment for you, but the only concern was that it's the Rahu which was the troublemaker, being in a water sign, being in the Pisces. So now what is going to be happening, that Saturn is gonna come over here, and let's say for example, if there have been some misunderstanding which happened, if there have been some sort of wrong decision taken by you which actually took a toll in your, like this could be a public image or something, so Saturn is gonna be working over there. Guys, look at it in this way. With this swap, the way it is going to be working out for you, first of all, both Saturn and Rahu are very important, very favorable planets for you. Rahu in the Aquarius is considered as very strong in the matters of your finances, in the matters of your financial decision making, planning and all. It is actually gonna revolutionize things for you, like so many new ways of executing your existing business, what you would not have even thought, you would not have even given it a thought. So Rahu is now gonna open those doors and those channels for you. And we know this thing that Saturn's transit from the third house, like it is not only gonna be strengthening, you can say, and doing the damage control for any misunderstanding if Rahu would have already done in the past 1 year in your close circle of friends and all. But over and above that, it is also gonna encourage you for like taking some decision and investing into some long-term vision, long-term goals and planning and all. So regarding that front, this can be seen as a good sign. Now guys, when we talk about from the Aquarius Lagna natives point of view, so yes guys, many of the Aquarius Lagna, Aquarius moon sign people have been complaining that suddenly we have been experiencing a lot of the like expenses, many losses, God knows what happened to me, which stance and guise I was in, that I took wrong decision, I gave major chunk of money to someone and now that person is not responding to my phone calls or something. So Rahu's transit from the water sign, that to Pisces, which in itself, the energy of Pisces in itself is all about sacrifice, give away, and Rahu's also over there. So that in itself makes you an easy target for scams or manipulation and all. So let's say for example guys, if you have been a victim of those kind of situation, so Saturn's entry over here is gonna start doing the damage control for you. See, I want to be very clear. The month of April is something where the heat is going to be very strong in the matters of your second house. When Saturn and Rahu, they both are going to be conjunct in your second house. But afterwards, I would say that once they have settled down in their respective houses, like Rahu in your first house, Saturn in your second house, then it will start showing its results in a way that if you're already guys, if you're already Aquarius moon, so I can assure you and I can fairly empathize with you that this would have been hard time for you, because you know Rahu in the second house, in the Pisces, in the water sign would have increased the expenses, and with the Aquarius moon you were in the deep Sade Sati and all. So that is a typical case where even your immediate family members, people whom we see as close to us, they would have been betraying you and you're already in pain, you're already in pressure. So I would say that this whole alignment was not that much conducive for you, but the way you're gonna emerge and you're gonna come back once the swap is gonna happen of Rahu and Saturn, you're gonna surprise everyone with your comeback. I can assure you of that. And yes guys, Rahu transit from your first house or over your moon is a time of a complete revamp of your life. So whatever way Rahu was acting out before in terms of making your money go into some very wrong kind of financial planning and all, now Saturn is gonna strengthen it, solidify it, and Rahu is gonna work more on yourself, how it can make you well equipped with the changing times, make you equipped with the future trends. That is how it is gonna work for you, and a lot of visibility which will come to you. Now guys, when we talk about from the Pisces natives point of view, so yes guys, this was not a very good energy. Rahu's transit from the first house, that too in a Pisces sign, it would have actually created a lot of energy of anxiety, insecurities. I'm very much sure, because see, Rahu also represents unknown kind of fear, and Saturn represents the fear of paying our bills, fulfilling our duties and responsibilities. Now Saturn in a way was strengthened, but guys, in your case, if you will pay attention, Saturn has got a rulership of both the 11th house of the gains and the 12th house of losses. Saturn in itself represents losses, and it was so out of the house of your gains and losses, the losses hand was more solidified, it was more strengthened. It has actually lopsided your things. And with Rahu's transit from your first house, that too in the Pisces, would have actually created a lot of energy of entanglement and targeting by people, wrong people, unethical kind of energy and all. So I would say this thing, that this whole swap, once it's gonna happen, see Saturn's transit from your first house, beyond doubt is not an easy energy to deal with, but again, at least the difference is that at least Saturn is fair, but Rahu is not fair. So whatever pressure is gonna build over you, whatever fear you have to battle with, you have to deal with, at least it will make something out of you for sure. And if any of your interests are aligned with the foreign land, this entry of Rahu in your 12th house is definitely gonna open up many avenues for you, whether you talk about from the spiritual point of view, from investments point of view, for settlement in a new country, foreign land and all. So regarding all of that front, it is gonna be helping you. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs. For furthermore updates and notification on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram account. Dhanyawad.